Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Okay, so here we are today in episode 64, I want to say. And first I just want to say I apologize for the long wait between this episode and last. I just had a really long weekend and then other things came up that kept me busy. So yeah, we are going to get into things now. So something that I need to get into is Enderium, and Enderium is going to require a couple things. So actually, hold on, let me look at this. Okay, there's blue steel for that. Okay, so either way, we're going to need blue steel. I'm just thinking, if we want to go the route of the ABS, we're going to need Krypton. But we could just mix it up in a mixer with the mana. But either way, we're going to want to have the Ender Air taken care of because we'll get tritium, which we're going to be needing later on, xenon, deuterium, and helium. Now, xenon, I'm not sure what that exactly is going to be used for in our immediate future, but it definitely will be used to some degree. So it's good to get that going now. And then tritium, if I'm not mistaken, actually, I don't know off the top of my head what this is used for. I know it's used for something, but we'll figure that out later. Anywho, so for that degree, I've started to get the vacuum freeze that we're going to be needing for Ender Air. And then I started working on a distillation tower. I kind of have the parts with me, but not... Yeah, I think I should have the casing. Yeah, okay. So we're going to set up some Ender Air collection in the end. So we have some combustion generators, we have the collectors, we have some pipe. And I think I'm going to need a converter. I'm just thinking about this. If we are using 4-wire, obviously we're going to need to have 4 machines, but we have more than 4 machines here. So what I might do is... let's go with a 16 converter, I suppose. No, it's LUV. That's H. There it is. And then we'll get some vibrant. Let's put... actually, let's do this. 16, there we go. And should be able to request 3 more of these. And I have some pipes from GregTech. We're going to try to use those instead of Ender IO, just because, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just being cautious in this case. And, okay. So let me get... I think we... oh, I still need the converter, so I'll come back after our cut, after the converter is done, and we'll go and set this up in the end. Did I say nether before by chance? I hope I didn't. But anyways, we'll go to the end. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I should have everything that we need. Let's try and go set it up. This tank right here should be a tank that is being filled with high octane gas. All right, if you right click it, we can see down there that has the gas in there. And I still haven't figured out what this one was for. Maybe for water or something, but anyway. So there's the saltwater one. Okay, so let's pop over to the end here. And let's set up something right in here. So if we have you, do we have wire cutters? Yes. Okay, they should be connected. Good, good. So actually, let me reposition this. Okay, so we'll do like that. And let's see. Something like this. Now, I don't think we have enough combustion for this. Let's see. Calculator, we have 16. Let me see here. Ender Air. If we look at the recipe for this, it takes 256. And we'll be generating 512 with our combustion. So yeah, that should be enough. We need 8. Yeah. Okay. So let's knock this wall out a little bit more. Okay. So, oh. We're still going to need some more vibrant cable to power that. Yeah. I could just put a flower around it, but no, we're going to need more. And then I will be plugging the pipes kind of like this. Like that. And then we will put the Ender Air import tank that will go to our base here. So let me go ahead, go get some more cable to feed our combustion generators, and I will cut back when that is done. I will be back in a few. Alrighty, I'm back. So it looks like for the most part I have this set up. It's gonna backlog right now because it has nowhere to put the Ender Air, but everything should be good now. I'll have to check in on it. But first, let's go back to our base. And we're gonna get some fluid cells to store both the liquid air and the Ender Air. But then we're also gonna need, actually no, never mind. We're gonna need just the tanks to be put on the Distil tower. Okay, so Ender Air and liquid Ender Air. Okay, so those should be good to go. Let's put those in the, oop. Okay, I think they're both in there. Yeah. So with this tank, yep, that's our Ender Air. We are going to need a import bus, probably an acceleration card. Okay. So put that. Let's see. Okay. And boop. And boop. Okay, so that should be emptying out shortly. Yep, looks like it's doing its job. So if I come up, there goes our Ender Air. So now we're going to want to get a vacuum freezer set up to process all this. And that has been set up over here. So let me get away some items that I don't want in my inventory. We'll grab all this. And I just realized, oh, right there. Okay, so let's go set this up in our big old room here. So like before, and I really should get a auto hatch for this setup. I also realized I didn't grab any input hatches for this. Now, because we're only dealing with the freezing itself, we don't need a super high input-output. So I'm just going to grab a fluid or LV input-output. Oh, already had output there. Interesting. Anyway, we should be good to go. And it always does this. It always... Question mark? Okay. Yeah, no, it always... I always don't account for a energy hatch in my inventory. And it ends up putting it in there anyway. Onto the machine, that is. Okay, so... Boop, boop. Doop. There you are. Okay, so... You will go on you. Point you up. We're gonna need... Signalum. Bada boopy. And... That's the output. That's the input. We'll grab two of you. Connect you right up. So the input should be there. Yes, yes. Ender Air. In you go. Okay. So that will start filling up. Oh, and I need to do that. And do I need to do anything? Oh, it needs IV? Okay. Okay, that means EV energy. We need that. And two of you. Although, disregard that. I have some right here. But I will probably need them later. Do I have... There you are. Boop, boop. And there we go. Okay. Okay, that should be good. And it's off. So that should be spitting out into our system. So that will be kind of slow. We won't really get a lot of Ender Air immediately right now. In fact, this will take about 200 seconds in order to get enough for the distillation tower. So it's kind of good that we're getting this started now so that we can, you know, wait for it to accumulate. Eventually there will be a much bigger vacuum freezer, and if we really need to, we could add another freezer. All right. But yeah, Ender Air. We have a lot of generation, so that won't be a huge deal. And for the most part, it's pretty free. I know I had a shortage of butane recently. So what I did is I found that butane can be processed into butene via electrolysis, and you get some hydrogen gas back too. So that is keeping up our gas supply. All right. Didn't I have the distillation tower? Yes. We're going to need the output hatches of the EV variety. I'm just going to go all EV because, well, I just want to be sure. There are some that probably won't be that much, but I just want to be double sure. So yeah, this is going to need IV. So it's good that we requested those two hatches and a converter. And then we're going to need you. We're gonna need the clean casings there. We're also gonna need an input hatch. Looks like we're gonna need an IV because we have to feed the machine 200,000 buckets, or no, sorry, 200 buckets. Sorry, 200,000 millibuckets, but that's 200 buckets. So yeah, we're gonna need that big one there. Now, did it have an item output? It does. An ender pearl does. Okay, that's kind of huge. So output bus. Grab that. Hatch. Do I have a maintenance hatch on me? I don't think so. So I'll just request, no, not that one. The auto hatch. So while that cooks up, let's go and set up this D tower. Also gonna need those tanks too. Okay, so you go there. You there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to count this actually. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, let's get hatches there. Okay. And then once we get that cleaning hatch, that will be popped into one of our slots on the machine. I have more than enough there. Cool. All right. So how's that hatched? Almost done. Yeah, I really should make a stainless steel auto stalker EBF. That'll probably be something I try to do soon. So the whole reason that we're working towards, well, this, but also, well, okay, let me start over that. It would be good to have this, but kind of separately, we're trying to get the Enderium, because the Enderium is going to be needed again for the, oh, Schnikes, what was it? The Enderium. So the liquid Enderium? Ah, here we go. The liquid Enderium is going to be needed to make our raw chips. I believe that it's our only option right now. There's a mutagen, but we're going to need a sterile clean room for that. And yeah, so the Enderium then is our option then. So we're going to have to either mix it or solidify it and then extract it. But I should be having the exquisite olivines and the emeralds already in our system. I did send some olivine and emerald through our sifter. And then once we get one of these chips, we can hammer it down to get 9 more pieces. And then we can send that back in with, well, Enderium, I guess, for right now. And have another chance, a 9% chance at more chips. It's going to be rough until we get the sterile clean room, which... yeah, so if we look at here, we need the Naquadah to get into the coil, to get into the Enderium. Yeah, so before we can even make the Naquadah, or the Enderium ingots, we're going to need the Naquadah. Okay, so there's our hatch. Let's go ahead and slot you in there. There we go. Okay, so let's get those tanks requested. Let's put away some garbage here. Okay, so let's back up here. We want to get to Naquadah ingot making, and we have Naquadah dust. So Naquadah dust with argon in an HSSG blast furnace with a minimum. Wait, question mark? Oh, HSSG. Okay, we have that. So we could probably set this up in one of our furnaces, and if we really need to, make a dedicated furnace. Now, the question is, do I have HSSG on our number 2 blast furnace? Is this, yeah. Yeah, okay, we're good there. So, Naquadah. Go! Oh, hold on. My Minecraft got screwed up. Okay, back. Oh god. I'll be right back. My UI got screwed up. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have about 2,000 dust here. And let's get it set up into a pattern. Naquadah Ingot. What are you, Ingot? No, that's not it. There you go. Okay, number 2. So if we ask for one of these, should have no problem making that. Question. Naquadah ingot, freezer. Okay. Helium should be good. Now that must have already fired. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Naquadah. Let's go put you right there. All right. So now with the Naquadah, or the Naquadah, whatever, I keep forgetting what it is, we are going to want to get the coil. And that's going to require osmium, tungsten steel fluid, and Naquadah wire. So I don't know how much of this we're going to need, so let me just grab the pattern. And we'll plug that into our factory here. Naquadah. Okay, so we're gonna need the wire and the osmium foil. So osmium foil should be the bender and I guess the plate. Yeah. Okay. We're also gonna need the plate, which, surprise, also the bender. Do I have my? There it is. Oops, not that. There we go. And now, Naquadah wire should be, we need it to 2 times. Yeah, screw it. Let's just double that. Or quadruple it, rather. Okay. Coil. Naquadah coil. And there we go. So that's probably going to take its sweet time. Although we do have a lot of tungsten steel on stock, so all it has to do is extract it. The Naquadah, however, is a different story. So how much time, and I need to put that bucket away, how much time does a Naquadah ingot take to smelt? 10 seconds? Okay, that's not terrible. But I will have to take a pause. So once we get the coils, gotta open the quest book again, so it might lag a bit here. Once we get the coils, then we can, wait, question mark? There are 3 materials you will need from processing Naquadah. Enriched or first option is the processed ore from the tier 5 miner. Enriched Naquadah. The second option is to do the full CEU processing of Naquadah dust with fluoro the strongest acid known to man. This is a decently involved process, but not only does it yield all other 2 NQ materials, it also grants byproducts. Okay. So, okay, that leads over to enriched Naquadah, which leads to trinium. Naquadah, and that's a whole other thing there. But with the Naquadah coils, we're going to be able to get into Cryolobus ingots. And that's a whole interesting quest line that I have yet to learn about. You'll need Naquadah coil blocks in your blast furnace. To smelt Cryolobus, as well as a healthy supply of cetane boosted diesel or gasoline. We should have gasoline. Cryolobus gets so hot that it requires the potent coolant of gelid cryothium. Oh boy. Okay, so if I look at this here, oh, we could use hog. Nice. There's cetane, there's gene, there's cetane, hog. Oh, gasoline. So hog, wait. Hog, 500 for Cryolobus dust. 2 buckets for, okay. So it is better with the hog. Yeah, I would assume so. Okay. Where are we? Okay, so that's gonna take a bit of time there. It is melting it, isn't it? Wait, what? Oh, it's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so it's on the HV extractor, which means we're looking at a problem right now. What? How are we having power issues right now? You got the oxygen. Why are you having a problem? Yeah, you're putting out full power. You don't seem to be putting out power. Or, I mean, you probably are. So, what gives? Why is the tower over here, the extractor over here, having an issue? Is this one of those weird times where I need to give it another feed of power? Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I guess Ender IO is just having Ender IO problems. I don't want to change, so I'll just deal with it, I suppose. Okay, so that's back to working, I guess. So, I think I'll have to pause here and wait for this all to smelt up. And then we're probably going to want to make another EBF, so let's go no coil EBF, and that will send materials for the bare bones into the chest here. So, yeah, this is all for the Cryolobus, technically. Then we're also going to need a vacuum freezer and provide gelid cryothium, which we have the means to make the cryothium. I'm just going to have to figure out how to, well, not figure out, but I'm going to have to set up a stock, if you will. Okay, so then I'm going to pause here, and I'll come back when we are setting up, or when we get the coils, and we'll go and set up the EBF. Before I do, oh, we are going to need Krypton to make, yeah, I knew that. So either way, if you do the dust mixing or the ABS, you're still going to need Krypton. Okay. Wait, wasn't I making that distill tower? Oh, I was. And I have. And oh yeah, the tanks, that's right. Okay, so originally I thought that I was gonna have to move away from working on this, but now I'm reminded that we do need the Krypton. So let's get this plugged before I do part, or pause rather. Okay, so boop. Okay, face. Liquid Ender Air. There you go, sir. You know, this will be probably a time for this. Let's see. If I make you a facade, put you away, put you on there. So let's see. Liquid Ender Air. How much can I put you at? 64? Okay. I wish I could put it higher, but whatever. Another 64, so that's 128. And then 200 minus 128, that would be 72. Yes. Oh, I need another 64. And 8. Okay, that should be 200. Okay, so I mean, it's probably no real reason to do it that way because we're never going to have that much at a time. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so the Ender Air is now in there. Rhymes. And look at that. Right. So let's get this fixed. Doot. Doot. Did I put there you are. All right, here you go. There you go. Okay. There we are. And that is cooking. So if I do this, y'all should eject, right? Oh, it has to cook first. Okay. Oh, I'm out of range. Bus. Then back here. Then let's put a cable here, and then we'll go up like this. And before I plug those in, I want to make sure that I partition the tanks properly so we don't get any weirdness later on. Okay, so that's almost done. So give us a lot of nitrogen dioxide, which is nice. Helium, tritium, and the krypton. And the radon's always nice. Don't have to worry about the ships anymore. I mean, we'll still probably be sending those out for various reasons, of course. Come on. Let's finish up. All right, there we go. So everything is slotting in. Not that button. Okay, Excuse me. Good, 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 good. Okay, so that should be good to go. Let's connect. I don't think any of this is going to go anywhere yet. I don't know if we need to worry about turning these on or not. But, whichever, I guess. Okay, so then if I look into our system... Yeah, okay, so we're good. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to pause here, and I will be back when we have the Naquadah coils. And we'll get the EBF set up. Back in a few. Hey everybody, we are back. And as you can see, I have the Naquadah coil blocks all good to go. So let's go ahead and pop up to our main room here. We'll get that situated in there. There it is. Okay. So at this point, we should have the machine parts in here. Yes. Now, the question is, we're gonna want to have LUV power. So, because it's a multi-block, we can use the 2 hatches. So, we can go ahead and get the energy hatch tier of IV. I'm gonna grab that. And do I have a converter? There you are. So that needs to cook up. Cry the bus, there you are. So how do you make the Manulin and Skulk, you say? Oh, that's the require light. Okay, let me look at the quest book here. Oh, right. Cryolobus is a complex material needed in vast quantities. You can use it, create it with a Skulk catalyst and Manulin. Okay, so how do we go about getting Skulk catalysts? There's a chemical reactor, but oh god, we're gonna need berkelium for that? Is there another way? Technically, with T8... But that's a non-consume recipe. Are we just gonna have to go find a Skulk biome at first? And then use an LCR with plutonium? Yeah, I'm going to learn about Skulk catalysts. That's not something we can do. Skulk charging. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But regardless, that's still cooking. Can't wait for that. Ancient City, mob drops, LCR. There's T6. But that's going to require the combination crafter, I think, or... Yeah, combination crafting right here. And then T7. So we might just be able to do this method, but we're still going to need the skull catalyst. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this set up. And then I think we'll call that an episode. We, of course, will return back next time and get going on crafting all the good stuff. Also, we'll have to do some research on the whole skulk stuff. There we go. Output there. And we're gonna be needing a fluid input hatch eventually. Now, let's see. Looks like that's done on the middle. Boop, boop. Oh, and yeah, I'll just plug you there. I think that can go there. I'm not sure, but we'll see in a minute here. Yep, okay. I think we're good. Okay. So that's good to go. And wait, what? Invalid struck. Is it because of the muffler hatch? It probably is. Incomplete. Oh. Question mark? Oh. There we go. Now we're good. So yeah. That will be useful in the next episode. But for the time being, I'm going to end the episode off here. I hope you did enjoy. I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.